Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 with my continuing playthrough with the help of some very knowledgeable people in chat of Hearts of Iron 4 with Black Ice. I'm relearning Black Ice here after playing Road to 56, which went really wacky, but otherwise I liked a lot of it. Didn't like Total War mod. That really sucked. That was not only wacky, it was just completely unrealistic in various elements. So yeah. Oh, they're attacking here. How cute. Okay, let's grab one of these divisions and just add it to there. Okay, we're now having low supplies on the Coast front. Don't know why we're having low supplies. Just don't have that many units there. Low supplies. The West front, which we should be transferring some of these, and we should be transferring a commander too. Well. There we go, and back to Ostfront. Let's move them there. Resistance levels, yes. Well, okay, we are shifting some forces east already, or we have. Okay, well, you know what I think I want to do, and maybe Django will tell me that, should I do more Totenkopfer Band? These guys here, I think. Let's look. Yeah, Garrison, MP, that looks good. So let's train some of these guys. Let's start you out over here in the east. Oh, didn't like how I clicked that. There we go. These garrison units, I guess, don't have very good suppression at all. Yeah. But still, we'll have something. We're going to train those in a... Oh, Django, Suppression Division, that sounds too min-max. No, we may see and convert. Don't we want a bunch of historical looking type units around, terrorizing the local populace? Probably making things worse, not better. That's another thing I really... What's garrison unit equipment supposed to be? If you don't know, Django, maybe you could ask one of the people in Black Ice, because I got a bunch of this stuff. What the hell is it really supposed to be? I see searchlights here. Searchlights are anti-aircraft stuff. Garrisons were just old junk, captured junk, other stuff. You know, not the good stuff, the other stuff. And either it should be super cheap to rename garrisons. Yeah, but garrisons are just troops that are garrisoning instead of troops that are attacking. Okay, we're moving over here. How are we doing for our invasion time? Okay, 6 days of the 14 days needed. We are currently going through this. How are our operations going out here? Well, sunk some transports. Battling some more transports here. So the Battle of Atlantic has started. Ah, 6 transports, very good. Three, very good. Also 3 there. Okay, very good. Yeah, there's various types of garrison units Germany had. Everything from frontline divisions that were either training up, sort of as IKB is saying, or frontline divisions pulled off for rest and refit. They were used to garrison. And they just sort of be there and train and then be called out for security operations, to dedicated occupation units by the Heers, the army, to various Reichsarbeitsdienst, the RAD, or Organization Tod, or the SS of various types and organizations. We're all doing. I'm currently reading Hitler's Empire. And damn, it's gruesome. You know, I already knew, you know, I don't want to say I knew all like the facts and figures. No, I didn't. I knew it was bad and brutal, but they're looking at country by country, sort of as so far as going through the book, as it's, you know, happens chronologically. You know, you start out looking at basically Poland and its occupation there. Well, they did a little bit of Czechoslovakia too, but and then looking at the Western occupation and how different it was, and not nearly as grim, but it was, things were just really grim, the way they were doing it. Good to hear, Django. Yeah, and they also cover some of the Soviet actions in the Baltic states and Eastern Poland, as why when the Germans first show up, it's like, yay, hooray, the Germans are here, they're saving us from the Soviets. Oops. They're worse than the Soviets. But so you have various situations like that going on. It's just damn grim. Okay, we've got most of the forces to the west. Basic tank factories, very good. Yes, you know my love of having all of the infrastructure developed properly. We'll go with basic artillery next. Yeah. Okay. Why? Oh. This is... I mean, why am I getting supply problems here? I have 6 divisions here, and now, yep, we got 13 up there. I see that. And we got supply problems here. Why? There was so much rail, so much supply ability in this part of the world. I should... I can't stand this stuff. No, that should answer your question. Okay, area supply, right? Okay, yeah, but what I'm talking about is why in the hell am I having supply problems? What, I don't know, because I know you use a different map, and I'm not blaming you, Django, because I know it's a big team and you don't work on the maps, presumably. I don't think you do. So it's don't take this as any attack against you. But okay, you've developed your own map, or you've got a map from somewhere. You have probably the most rail-intensive part of Germany. And probably some of... And Django can... Or not Django, sorry. IKB can jump in here at any time he likes, because he knows this better than I do. Probably some of the most efficient transportation system in the world right now for rail. You know, London area might be a bit more at this time. The sort of northeast industrial corridor here around New York, not just New York City, but this whole area here, Pittsburgh, that is, I mean, sure, you can go into the mountains and, you know, find areas away from this, but the sort of, at least on the freaking state level, which is what we're dealing with supplies, not provincial level, we're dealing with on the state level. So on the state level, this is highly done. Okay, and then sure, around the sort of Paris metropolitan area, maybe the Berlin area. But for a state region, this is one of the most rail developed places in the world. Because of the state size, that's why. That doesn't make sense, Django. I don't know what you're saying. I mean, I'm just maybe missing what you're saying. But what I'm saying is there should be so much rail level coming through here. And let's go back to this. We have infrastructure in this state area is 7.1, which will increase supply. I mean, I don't know why it isn't near maximum. is what I'm bitching and moaning about. Why isn't it 9? And then why doesn't that and some of this is just the goddamn broken state mechanic, because I understand, and I know that, you know, it's you draw this sort of, you know, arrowy map of how the it's figuring the path, and so to get to freaking here, this state, it has to cross through these other states. I get that, and so, but they had so much rail coming through in so many different directions, it's incredible. Along with the natural, the freaking Rhine itself was a massive supply corridor. I mean, that's what I'm, you know. Yeah, well, but the infrastructure predated the National Socialist regime, is my point. No, I mean, it was there beforehand. It was there in freaking 1918. The Germans even built up the Belgian stuff, infrastructure during World War One. But Germany was oh so built up. I shouldn't have to build up a damn thing. You know, it just, it's infuriating that you have the most, invite Italy to join the Axis. We have the most developed, okay, Italy's now in the war, the most developed rail network infrastructural area in the world at the time. Okay. Yes, and that IKB is backing me up. Who, at least in our terms, the Hearts of Iron 4 community terms, is a railway expert. Maybe not on a true, you know, writing books level, but. And see, this is, sorry, half of my rant or more is just a goddamn fucking state mechanic. Because yes, you have, you know, the Black Forest or whatever. Some of these areas, some of these provinces here, probably shouldn't be able to take, oh, stack of 20 or 30 divisions. Let's just plunk that down. That I would get. But you know, the rest of it, the whole thing, should have super high levels of transportation through there. And so, you know, it's like, yeah, a few provinces here in Switzerland just should be, you know, this province might not really should connect to this province because, you know, the Alps here connection, just there was no way to move a divisional size unit from this side of the mountains to that side of the mountains. So some of this should be freaking worked out. Again, I'm not trying to, don't think I'm just ranting against Black Ice. I mean, they're actually doing an excellent job of dealing with the mess that is still, you know, because you heard me praising a while ago the standard and the wide rivers for Hoi 4. And so I praise it where praise is due. I slam it where I think it should be slammed. And so we have these things, and you know, I know there's, you know, passes through some of these mountains in Switzerland, and so very likely this province should connect to this province, but probably this province shouldn't connect to this province. And so then for tracing supply to this province, well, yeah, or one of these other, you know, it depends on where they're connecting, and maybe this province shouldn't connect to this province either. So that is my sort of anger with all of this. Okay, also 19, you don't also have supply hundreds upon hundreds of bombers, fully motorized planes, not bomber, right? Hello, Frog Eyes. It's been a while since I've seen you around here. Yes, we may very well having some bombing damage. Yes, everything is bundled up, Django, and now IKB and I have a disagreement over that. But still, trains are sufficient to supply units basically in garrison, which that's what they're sitting here. And it's the alliance with Italy, which we ended up getting them into the alliance without that. Oh, that just bypassed that. Very good. Which I'm not terribly happy that you're actually at war. I want you in the Axis and took the opportunity. Okay, well, we lost 7 submarines there. 2 submarines. 12 submarines. And they lost 13 there. Ships. 32 submarines went down. Wow. Learn from my mistakes, people. Maybe I should have waited to get France sunk or taken out before sending these subs to get them more into the mid-Atlantic gap. That might have been a bit smarter. Naval battles. Okay, our air was attacking some of their DDs and CLs inconclusively. Yeah, the tank divisions, I'm sure, are supply hogs. It's just I'm wanting very soon matter of days to go through here, so I'm not planning, you know, if I was just garrisoning forever, the division or the situation here would be a different matter. Okay, well, so let's see what we have here. Economic, probably regional air defense. Ration civilian petrol. Military parade. Should we coordinate a war effort here? No need to, okay. Okay, I wanted to invade. Okay, Denmark. Well, wanted to get this done first. Well, we can do a July invasion of. So quite honestly, wanted to get this done, or at least mostly done first, before having to fight a two-front war, as it were. Oh yeah, no, I'm not necessarily playing everything the most best perfect way. I know that, Django. Now, I did send most of my forces over here via the trains. Okay. We'll spread these out a little bit. And yes, part of it is just laziness. Well, I'm not going to say laziness because I'm normally more interactive with things, but just because of time and streaming, I have not wanted to take all the time to do all the detail stuff. Spiritual recent battles, lead gains increase 1 of 2. Okay. This whole... Now, if you want to argue that mid to later in the game, once America's in the war, that Hogan and his heroes are in Stalag 13 here, destroying all the railways that they did in the TV series, I will grant you that that's a possibility later on, but not yet. Didn't I? No, I'm moving these guys here up to this supply state here. These divisions here are going up to here. So that's hopefully getting them out of that Operational Western Front. Okay. Okay. Yes, we're going to do these one at a time. Well, how is the air war going? Okay, now we're doing fairly good. Oh, well, let's look back at... yeah, I know, we're still repairing. Let's get some of these... Oh, hold this down to the top is where I want. These nearly fully done, quick to repair. Factories here. Yeah, if you're thinking these, well, if you're thinking these, yeah. Well, I guess we can move them back to here, but I want them forward soon. You're going to start moving across here, to here, to here. The other 5 to there. Yeah, I thought we already had you in the axis. Okay. And we have shipyards available. Okay. More subs, I guess. And more subs. Yeah, some are damaged, I understand. The other 4 divisions. There we are. Go to here. This is going reasonably well. It was, I don't know, what was it, the Road to 56, or it was the Total War mod, or something like that. Denmark was like really tough nut to crack, and I'm going, yeah, that's just nutty. You got the pun there, nutty? Okay, yeah, let's do this. Because obviously there was basically a couple of skirmishes, and then it was over with. Capitulated, and the idea that Denmark should be a hard-fought thing is just not. Yeah, I know I still have supply problems, Django. I know. Well, I've lessened it by moving some out here, but we still have some supply problems down into this province here. What am I going to do? Withdraw out of the Saarland? Yeah, these guys, because we're eating through, we're getting ready to explode out, so. And trust me, I'm not upset with you, Django, at all. And not even really with the Black Ice team, because I know how much work you guys are putting into everything here. It's just I'm upset with the mechanic and looking at how I know that on an individual province basis, you know, 11 divisions here. No, I'm not going to say 11 divisions would overstrain this province. Now, 30 divisions might. And then, now down here, yeah, Black Forest kind of place, maybe. But down in this, Saar here, oh god, this is highly industrialized. It may also be forested, but this is highly industrialized with lots and lots of rail network. And I'm just, you know, yeah, put 200 divisions in here. Yeah, I'll grant you that, but that's not anywhere near my supply levels. I mean, it's a whole different world if we were talking the Balkans, you know, particularly Yugoslavia, or if we're talking out here in the east. Yeah, but just not here. Okay, we've almost got to Copenhagen. You can pursue them up to there. Okay, why aren't the Dutch capitulating yet? I mean, Danish, sorry, not Dutch. I do know the difference. Arno. Okay, now they have. Good. Well, I think we're going to end this episode here with me ranting and raving and taking down the Netherlands. Again, now, praise where praise is due. That's much more reasonable situation for Denmark, though I would have the possibility of basically a peaceful occupation of Denmark. National focus / events, whatnot, have that sort of happen all peacefully, basically. But that's just how you do it. But this wasn't bad compared to some of the other mods I've been playing. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this. I really do like to know what other people are thinking on what I rant and rave about. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.